Hi, my name is Kayla Randol. I would like to welcome you to Pioneer Technology Center's Cosmetology Department. The Cosmetology Department is ran by Sandy Payne, my mentor. She's the head instructor, and assistant instructor Vicki Mallory. In a moment we're going to tour the facility and look at how they run things, the safety precautions they're taking, and maybe some safety precautions that they need to take. This is the reception area of the cosmetology department. A lot takes place in this area. This is where the students schedule appointments for clients to come in that they work on. There's also a few things that I'd like to point out because it's such a high traffic area. First of all, the first fire extinguisher is here in the building. This building is also, because it is separate from the main building, it's on its own security system that it is always locked unless someone opens it by coming under, and there's a magnet here that will then release the door to be opened. They can push this, or there is a remote the teachers can use to push to let somebody in. Outside of the door is a doorbell, so it's a secure entry. If they don't feel safe letting that person in, they do not have to do that. Also, the school's evacuation plan is also on this wall over here. Because this is such a high traffic area, the MSDS sheets are out here in this area because most of the students come and here every day to pick up their clients. Also is the emergency action plan. In the emergency action plan, it covers the general responsibilities of anybody in an emergency, the fire drills, the intruder drills, and tornado. And that is all covered in here, and who's the point of contact. This is the first storage room that the cosmetology department has. In here is mainly products and additional heating irons that the students may need. All of these products are checked out and then checked back in at the end of each day. We are now in the cosmetology department's locker room. All the students have a personal locker. In their personal locker is some of their personal belongings, but also their shoes that they're going to put on each day before they enter the clinic floor to protect themselves from any sharp objects that they may drop, such as a razor or scissors. Also is their smocks that they will use to protect themselves when using chemicals, and it will also keep their clothing from being ruined. Due to this being the room that all the students report to every day, on this wall is a list of cosmetology regulations and guidelines they must follow. This is just the general rules up here, and then this is the code of ethics. Then they have their sanitation procedures that they must follow, and the regulations that all schools are required to follow. Behind the door on the wall is, if a student is interested in getting a license in another state and they've already received the training here, is what guidelines they must follow to transfer from one state to another. In here also is their discipline policy, their tardy policy, and their dress code, just in case they want to reference that at any time. You'll notice above the lockers is extra chemicals. They're utilizing that space to store distilled vinegar, bleach, laundry soap, dish soap, Lysol, anything that they use for general cleaning. Also, then there's these 4 lockers here that are that they keep chemicals in that need to be locked up and secure so the students don't have easy access to, such as acetone, barbicide, different things that in the past have been used to make drugs such as meth. We're now in the facial room. In the facial room, the students will perform facials, waxing, microdermabrasion, and also any airbrush tattooing. In here you'll see most of their products are readily available for them, and they are all in their original containers, and everything that they use is disposable. So if they use something, they're going to then throw that item away and get a clean one for the next client so that they don't pass on any contamination. You'll also know there's a sink in here, so in between procedures they can wash their hands, remove any chemicals that might be on their skin before touching the client. Also on the wall is some just basic instructions for them. That one is for a basic facial. It kind of gives them what exactly they're going to do. If any point during the service they might get a little bit lost. It'll also let them know what sanitation items they need to follow. We have now entered the pedicure area. The pedicure area is a wonderful area to relax, to receive, to have your feet done, to also remove any of that rough and dead skin. But a crucial component of this area is sanitation, because a lot of people can carry fungus and different infections on their feet. So it's crucial that We always clean the foot bath after each person. The students are to sanitize that after each person uses the foot bath. And then daily we also wipe them out completely so that they're always clean the next day when we return. We're now in the manicure area. In the manicure area, the students give their clients manicures, paraffin hand dips. They also do nail art. They perform acrylic nails, tips, just a variety of nails. In this area, it is also almost as crucial as the pedicure area because they're dealing with another area that can get infections in the nails. They can also get rashes on their hands that can be passed from one to the next. So it's crucial that they make sure that they sanitize each area. They need to make sure that their implements are soaking in alcohol during their service, and so that they are always using a clean metal implement on the client. Cosmetology has so many chemicals that the students come into. It's crucial that the air stays purified. In this department, there is 5 of these air purifiers, and then 2 personal ones also. These are amazing. It's amazing the difference from whenever this department did not have these and when they went to these. These keep the air very clean. They do require a little bit of maintenance. About every month they have to be cleaned. It's a very easy process. There's a filter that's pulled out that's rinsed completely and then it has to set and dry. But they do keep the air clean and keep the chemicals from such as monomer and polymer out of the air. This small room is the students' testing area. There's a main testing area out on the floor, but some students, it's crucial that they have a quiet testing environment where there's no distractions. So if a student does need a quiet area, they're able to come in here and test. It also has another side that's just a study area. Students that are preparing for their state board test, sometimes they need a little bit more quiet to be able to study to focus for their written. In this room, there is also a cabinet behind me, and in that cabinet is the main electric shutoff. Now in the kitchen dispensary area. In this area is where most of the chemical mixing takes place. Almost all of the colors and perm solutions are all kept in this area. Also in here you'll notice there is an eye wash station. There's a sign here for them, and then there's also the actual eye wash station, and these are just protective covers to keep the area clean. Behind that is the first aid station. In here is where any sharps go. The main sharps that they see in this area are from the razor blades that they use to cut the hair with. Also is the bloodborne pathogens kits and the first aid kits. They are all stacked here in this area. You'll notice I opened a few of the cabinets so you can kind of see where they store stuff. You can see that the chemicals for perm solutions and hair relaxers are all up here, and they're organized by what they are. They also make sure that they put the date on every box so that they make sure that each client is getting something that is not expired, that's current, that will not be harmful to them. They also keep chemicals down here. Over here you're going to see the more of their peroxides and their bleaches. And now looking at the dishwasher that's in the kitchen and dispensary. This dishwasher is not to be used with any kind of food products, anything that's had food in it. It is only to be used for things that the students are going to use on their clients, such as hair clips, combs, and brushes, color bowls. That is all that goes through the dishwasher. No silverware, bowls, plates, anything like that is used to be used in the dishwasher. Then is the washer and dryer, where the students wash their towels from the day. Each student has a responsibility in the department. Sometimes they're on dishwasher, sometimes they're on laundry. There's different areas, but they do get to learn what it's like to clean up after themselves in a shop setting. Also behind me is the storage for the hair color. It is all sorted by what kind it is and what shade it is, so that it's easy accessible for the students. There also is the second fire extinguisher that's in the department, is also right here. The large area behind me is the clinic floor. Out on the clinic floor, the students will work on real clients along with fake clients. There is 18 stations that are available to the students, along with 4 freestanding shampoo bowls and 2 that are built into the wall. While working on clients, fake or real, they will participate in doing hair coloring, hair perming, hair relaxing, hair cutting, and also updos. cosmetology classroom, this is where the students report to begin their day. They will find out what theory they're going to learn in here, but they also find out what clients they will be working on. You'll notice in this room that there is posters along the wall. Those posters display nerves, bones, and diseases that the students may come into contact with. The biggest thing in cosmetology is protecting yourself and protecting your client. You will come into contact with many different diseases that can be harmful to you and your client. And sometimes protecting yourself might just be by wearing leather shoes. It could be by wearing safety goggles, using gloves when using chemicals, or touching any open areas of the skin. It can also be by using your smock to keep yourself safe from anything that might come onto you. More type of chemicals as the smock protects versus skin diseases. This is our last stop on this tour. The only thing that this department does not have is a safety bulletin board. So I've made the suggestion to Ms. Payne and Ms. Mallory that they look into having a safety board. I also brought along a couple of things that I have learned through this class that they can post in their area to make it a more safer environment and to make students more knowledgeable of the safety in their area. I want to thank you for coming and touring with me, and I will see you later.